reconnect. Let's try this now. Let me fire it off here. Okay, yeah, feedback's zeroed out, so we know that needed to restart it to clear that out. So we have a value of 40%. We're at 1600, actually a little bit higher than that, but we're close to 1600. Now our spark timing here is higher because it turned off that lock timing feature. We need to turn that back on again. Let's turn that on here. Okay, so now at 10 degrees timing, 40% duty cycle, we get pretty close to 1600, not quite there, maybe do 41. That's pretty close right there. Now let's try 1800. 44% gets us to 1700, so we're going to need a little bit more there. Let's try 46. That's pretty close. Now we'll just lock it at 2000. And we'll bump this to 48. Still not enough. Let's try 50 right here. Okay, so 50 gets us to approximately 2000. All right, let's do Shift Control C. And now let's bump our idle speed back down to 900. Let's do 900, 900, 900, and we'll do 1000 right here. And we'll do Shift Control C. So we want to turn our feedback on again, and that's going to allow small adjustments to the base value so that the idle control motor is going to allow just little tweaks and adjustments to the airflow to get it more in line with where it needs to be at from the base values. So one thing we have to keep in mind here with idle control, which is always confusing, is that we have idle torque being generated from the engine. The idle torque influences our idle speed. More torque, more idle speed. Less torque, less idle speed. More airflow, more torque. Less airflow, less torque. More spark timing, more torque. Less spark timing, less torque. So we have two factors going on. We have our airflow being moved around. We also have our spark timing feedback being moved around. The spark timing is acting as a fine adjustment. The airflow is acting as a coarse adjustment or a larger adjustment to our desired idle speed. We want our idle feedback here to move small increments, and we want our spark timing to take over and actually start to go in and adjust the feedback ratio so that it's trying to clean up maybe 50 RPM difference between desired and target idle speed. What we could do here, to keep it even simpler, is to put this into a hybrid closed and open loop where we zero out and leave those PID gains zeroed out. We run just on the base values, but we allow our spark timing feedback to do the work and get us to where we need to be at in terms of our desired idle speed to the target. So right now we can see here, idle target's at 900, desired idle speed's here at 1100. Now the timing here is locked at 10 degrees. We're noticing the coolant temp is showing 229, which is interesting. Double check the fan should be on here. Let's verify that the fan is actually running, so we don't want to overheat the engine. Cooling fan is showing it is in the on state. Yep, it is on. I've had some issues with this when it sits and it idles. The coolant temperature does really a little bit hotter than it should be. And as soon as I start to drive it, it comes down again. Could be an air pocket in the cooling system. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. We'll kind of keep an eye on that. But let's go in here and turn off our lock timing here. And now we can see that the spark timing is going to start to vary and move around. What we want to do here is go back and thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.